What's up, tricksters and tricksetas, and welcome to another patch notes analysis by your favorite Radiant coach, Charlatano El Papito. Today, we have a lot of changes, new agent, Neon nerfs, Vyse buffs, ping changes, and some other stuff such as new skins, as per usual. Okay, let's first start with a new character and new agent teaser in Valorant. The new agent is from Colombia, and he is an initiator. Instead of this trailer that you're watching right now, there's really nothing that you can see. You know, like he is just in the airplane, eating on some, probably like some Colombian dish, drinking his tea or coffee, taking the glasses because he's an initiator and he will be flashing you all the way until you f***ing die. His design kind of reminds me of ISO. That's the vibes I'm getting. And the only thing that he's missing is the cigar. You know, he is from Colombia. Brimstone also deserved a cigar, considering what type of daddy he is. And then he jumps off the plane and he probably dies. I don't know how he survives that without a parachute, but okay. There's really nothing else to see here. I already knew that we were getting a new agent in episode 10 Act 1, and I did that leak on my stream. You know, I can see the future. The only thing that we can tell is that he has some kind of a flash in his kit, like he has the anti-flash system. I have some speculations. Maybe his flashes will not blind his teammates or himself. Basically, there is one character in Rainbow Six. He can see through the smokes. When he activates an ability, he doesn't get blinded by the flashes. So maybe that is something that we're gonna get. But to be honest, like, this is all speculation. Then we got the new Araxys bundle. You get these like, it's essentially Kuronami that is like Araxys. You know, another slave, which I like a lot, to be honest.
Bombastic side eye.
Then we have a Phantom Araxys, which sounds really similar to the Vandal. Basically, like, you know, the Phantom sounds good. Sounds good, and it looks good as well. I don't know, like, this is an S tier skin line, but we did get a few more things, to be honest, which I didn't expect at all. So this was the real trailer for Araxys bundle. I already predicted, you know, there is no way that they're not gonna make the Araxys Outlaw because they already have Araxys Operator. Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice, man. I don't know, like, it sounds nice, looks nice. Yeah, Outlaw looks really, really sick. But one thing that I didn't predict is that we're gonna get Araxys Guardian. I was 100% convinced that we're only gonna get like 3 weapons and a knife skin. But this really surprised me. Guardian didn't get a skin for a very long time. I mean, a really good skin. And to be honest, like, this is one of the S+ tier, like, Guardiano skins. And the sound is also nice. The sound of the Guardian is maybe one of the best sounds I heard, like, from any Guardian. Yeah, it sounds really crisp, like it's probably gonna be pew 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 pew, like, you know, robo sounds and stuff like that. And another thing that we easily predicted on my stream, like, is that we're gonna get a Araxys Sheriff. And the Sheriff also, like, I don't know what to say, man, I'm gonna probably spend some money, but I highly advise you, don't buy fucking skins, like, it's just waste of money. Enough with the skins, enough with the speculaciones. Neon has been nerfed. We already knew about that, and I already made a short video about it, but we didn't know how much she is gonna be nerfed. So what is nerfed for Neon? Number one, her slide is not fully accurate anymore, but it is not as inaccurate as it was before the buffs. So they took the Neon, a piece of shit, and they were like, how can we improve this character? And how can we make it better? Then they made the Neon one of the most broken shits in the game, you know, in the June, July, with that patch. And then they decided, like, let's make the Neon in patch 9.11 semi-shit, essentially. So now she's like SS. Don't confuse it with 9044 units. Don't ban me. Now listen, she's kinda bad now. She is not as bad as she was before. She went from 2 stuns to 1 stun in the previous patch. Now, instead of 2 slides, she only has 1 slide, which basically means that you need to be very, very careful how you use that 1 slide. Accuracy is like in between. You know, like we had a patch in July, now we have 9.11 patch, and basically her accuracy is somewhere in the middle. Like, there is a chance that you kill an enemy while you're sliding, but that chance right now is essentially around 50% reduced. She's still gonna be annoying as she was before. You know, like you can still like slide around with a bucky judge, get into the enemy's face with a shorty and stuff like that. Now, is this nerf valid? Absolutely. Is it too much? I think so. I want agents to be strong. You know, I was always proposing like that we need the buffs. We should bring everyone in the meta. Fuck it, make everything overpowered. It is more fun to play that type of a game instead of playing the game where everything is balanced or nerfed and not that powerful for solo carry potential. On top of all of this, her ultimate is also the problem. Her ultimate now lasts not for 20 seconds, but only for 10 seconds. Think smart, think hard when you want to use the ultimate. You know, previously in some eco rounds or when you want to use the ultimate, you had a very huge window of time before your ultimate expires. And also ultimate points, 7 to 8. So now you're gonna have Neon's ultimate way less. Previously with 7 ultimate points, an average player can probably build like 2 to 3 ultimates per half. But now it's maximum 2. And that is why we brought the Neon all the way back to the A tier. She's still gonna be very powerful in the hands of a really good Neon players and Neon mains. Yeah, I think that Jett, Raze, Phoenix and Yoru are much more powerful than Neon. And it is much easier to find that solo queue carry potential within yourself with these characters. Now, with a very unexpected change, I really expected in this patch to get the deadlock buffs. But we got Vyse buffs instead. Damage per tick of moving through Razor Vine is 6 to 10. So essentially you will feel pain if you're moving through the Razor Vines. This is the center of the Razor Vine and you're standing inside of the center here. If you wanna get out of the Razor Vine just by moving, you will take around 80, 90, maybe even 100 damage, to be honest. That simply means that when she pops the Razor Vines, don't move that much. Like, you know, unless you really need to get out of a certain position. Now, the final 2 buffs that she got. Razor Vines now slow enemies' dashes in the same way as Sage Slow Orb and Concussion. So, you know, if you're playing against the Jett, you're playing against the Neon, you can counter them now with the Razor Vines. But the problem is, like, you really need to be a magician and you really need to hit some really good timing to benefit from this buff. And when it comes to her Arc Rose, equip speed after cast is now from normal to fast. So essentially now you can equip it a bit faster before the enemies destroy it and reset the ability and stuff like that. Will this bring Vyse in a meta? Not really. I still think that for both ranked solo queue and in pro play, you're not gonna see the Vyse that much. And the biggest change that actually happened in this patch, beside the Neon, is the ping system. When you ping on the minimap, the pings are not shown in the world. When you ping the smokes in the game and on the minimap, there's no pings for the post plant, for the lineups. I think that this is a good change. You know, it is actually hiring up the skill ceiling in the game, reducing the power of the post-plant meta where you spam through the smokes and positions, and now you need to learn some very specific lineups if you want to spam the enemies through walls, smokes, utility and stuff like that. You know, this ping system removal is basically a nerf to some agents such Sova, for an example. When you use the Sova ultimate on a different verticality, it's really hard without the pings to actually tell where you should aim it while you're like, you get a point. Maybe a bit of an unnecessary change for some players. You know, I see that half of the community says like it's unnecessary to do this, but to be honest, like, I'm like, whatever. Like, we're just gonna learn, we're gonna adapt, we're gonna overcome. It really doesn't matter that much. Overall, interesting changes. I expected a bit more since this was a 9-11 patch. Hahaha, charlatan. Okay, thank you for watching. Yes, we have a new setup and new stuff. This is like an alpha phase of Charlatan 4.0, 5.0, I don't know, like, we'll figure it out. Like, we're changing stuff and moving in a different direction. You know, 2025 is gonna be effing huge. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, join my Discord server for private coaching and all of the good stuff. My daily streams on twitch.tv/charlatan, and of course, like, follow me on TikTok and my second YouTube channel as well, because soon I'm gonna start the multi-stream, double stream, triple stream. The raiding grind continues. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.